They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Again, it's Burrow on second and 10. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On second down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Myles Garrett drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Landry now on the return. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he works it across. Being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down up there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, Nixon. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down by
exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Wilson.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Mayfield on 1st down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice grab there by Kareem Hunt. It's going to be fun to watch him expand his game here in 2020. Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019. 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the 1st half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the...
Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11 zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Browns 24, Bengals 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one. And taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. So we have reached halftime here in an 11. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And now here is another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Bengals 21. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Chubb. 20.
Go time, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They run. Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Here's Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good play there as the Browns strike for down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Down and 2.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing at all, to put it mildly, now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Malcolm Smith. A 6-yard pickup.
2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
40, Bengals 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Gain of 26
A
yards.
good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now Burrow, eluding the pressure right, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This is the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
he's got it at the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, bowls right over him. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 17-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to take off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Following the penalty, Chubb fights him off. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
3rd down.
Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive court.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
It's caught inside the 25.
That's all you can.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 58 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
To return it, Darius Phillips. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Cincinnati.
And Burrow going to throw again. And now here is another interception. Brady Williams picks it off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Chubb. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. 12 yards there and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
31. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals.